Do you guys remember how I used to do this all the time? Just pick up the camera, speak about whatever, and it came so easy to me. The reason I'm doing it today is because I feel like maybe I'm at a stage of my life where I feel like in order to heal completely within myself, I need to start speaking openly again. And not for anyone to empathize or like feel bad for me or feel anything for me. I just feel like maybe it's time for me to like talk again through the shit I've been going through for the past many years, but especially like 5.5 years. It helped me a lot when I've like bumped into videos about real life people talking about real life things. So maybe with me just sharing what I'm thinking and what I'm going through and what I have been through, maybe I can help someone. If I can help one person, I'm happy with it. If I can help myself, I'm more than happy with that as well. I do think that it's time for me to start openly speak about things again, not for anyone's sake, but for my sake. I've been quiet on so many levels for many years now. I don't think it's doing me well. You know, in order to go through feelings, you have to speak about them, they say. But instead, I have been swallowing emotions and feelings and not like really talked a lot about it. Like, obviously not like on camera, but also not too much offline. I honestly don't know where to start. I think maybe why I'm starting today is some kind of like reset for me, because today was a very big day for me. I had to go to court for something really fucking stupid. It messes with my head so much, and there we go. I lose my words again. I'm so used to like shutting it in. I think one of the reasons why I have been like holding or bottling up feelings within me is mainly because I don't feel like I have had space to deal with my own stuff. I became a mom 4 years ago. I had a hard pregnancy on many levels. The relationship I had, it fell apart. He ended up completely fucking leaving me, ghosting me, leaving me traumatized at the moment I needed my partner the most. My daughter almost died at birth. And then it's just been like me trying to coping with life as a single parent, and at the same time trying to put out all these fires that are happening around me with, emotions and with my daughter and everything. So I think that even though I have been to therapy quite a lot and learned a lot, I feel like for myself I need to put words to things and close chapters. It's time. It's time to close chapters. Yeah. My whole plan 5 years ago when I got pregnant was to vlog the whole pregnancy experience and all that. I did post a vlog 4 years ago. My plan was to post more after that. But as I said, my daughter, she was really sick. Focus have been elsewhere. It's really hard for me to know like where to start, because there's just like so many branches on this tree. So I guess I'm gonna have to chop it up. My life so far has been a whole freaking adventure. I didn't have it easy growing up. I've had to cope with things that people at the age that I was at is not supposed to cope with. A couple of lifetimes of struggles. I've met a lot of good people and I met a lot of bad people. I've gone on good adventures, on bad adventures. It's been so much in my 37 years of life. I've gone through so many stages. I'm left with a lot of knowledge. I'm also left traumatized. I have developed coping skills. I have learned how to navigate life with chaos around me, more or less the whole time. It hasn't really been like a quiet moment on any level. I don't know what peace feels like, to be honest. In order to now feel peace, I feel like I do need to like just rant off about things. Start from the back. So it's the 27th of March 2025 today, and I just got home from court. Court, you're thinking, what did you do now? I had to go to court because we have a law in Sweden that is for the children, that serves the children and protects the children. So when two people have a child together, both parties need to sign a paper. I mean, it's pretty obvious who the mom is because I gave birth to her. But since I'm not married, the father also has to sign. And this is law. Nothing but the law. And since I was left ghosted when I was pregnant by the father of my child, he would not be there to sign, obviously. So this whole investigation from authorities started, and I had to go leave DNA together with my daughter. And then he had to do the same thing. But he never did. The only time authorities spoke to him, all he had to say for himself is that I have no knowledge that I have a child. But, they're not happy with that. They need to put the father's name on the paper. So a big investigation started, and I mean, I'm 100% sure who the father is. It's not a question about it. But anyway, so today I was at court for the third time, and it's so pathetic because I have to sit there under oath and tell 5 strangers about our love story, how we met, how in love we were, how our relationship developed, and that I got pregnant, and that I have to testify that he's the only person who would be the father of this child. I have to tell them like when this child would have been conceived. Like it's this personal stuff, But fine, I have nothing to lie about. I have nothing to hide, so I just tell my story, the story that is how it is. And then I had to provide proof to the court, proof of relationship. I've had to go through my phone several times to like dig into what could be presented in court. And me as a person, I don't really text a lot. I send voice messages, and throughout our whole relationship, so did he. So I don't have anything. Like I don't have much to print. So it's been so much voice memos to go through and videos and things. And it's been really hard on me. Just the fact alone that I'm left by a person at my most vulnerable stage of life, carrying our child. Then when I have processed it, a few years later, go through my things and find proof of our relationship to present in court and tell our story now, 4 years later. I don't know how I can describe how that feels. And all of this because he just cannot answer a phone call from all the 4 million people that has tried to call him to have him sign a paper or leave a DNA sample. I am not the one doing this. I am getting punished, but it's not me doing this. It's the freaking authorities. Because Skylar has the right to know where she comes from. That's what it comes down to. It has nothing to do with money. It has nothing to do with custody. It just has to do with my daughter's right to know where she comes from. To put me through this emotional stress is just sickening to me. Just because someone just don't want to be grown enough to sign a paper. And when I was finished with like stating the facts, the defense attorney had to like go against that in the name of my ex. Like he wasn't there, obviously. And that person's job is to defend him. And it was so bizarre because facts are, we had a relationship. We have a daughter together. He knows that we have a daughter. And still, she sat there and she was like saying things. We want to go against that. We want more proof of this. And I'm like, my lawyer, or my daughter's lawyer, told me that it's just like a thing that needs to happen. So he was properly represented in court. But like, they're meaning that because I don't have an ID of my ex, I can't prove that he's really him. So like a photo of me and my ex and an ultrasound, for example, it's just me, allegedly. So when that defense attorney was sitting there saying these things are not proof enough of a relationship, maybe he was saying that he has no knowledge because he actually has no knowledge. Maybe he just don't want to have a relationship with Veronica. Maybe this is just something of a bad breakup. Maybe, it's about money. Maybe it's about this. Maybe it's about that. So therefore, we are going to just go against that. She's saying that he's the dad because she doesn't have proof enough for that. So therefore, he is not the dad. That's what the defense attorney said. And I know that is not true because I know the facts. But it's just like hearing those words just stab my heart. Like it's what makes me the most mad is that he is trying to make something undone that in my world is so beautiful. We did not have a perfect relationship. We fell pregnant by accident. It was shocking. We were scared, but still I wouldn't change it for anything because even though it was chaotic at some moments, it was also someone that I loved from the bottom of my heart. We accidentally made life happen together. I mean, it wasn't planned. But, universe has its way sometimes. And I now have the most beautiful thing that one can give you, my daughter, and she is exactly who she is because of me and because of my ex. This is so strange for me to explain, but how I'm feeling is that it's so weird for me to love something so much, my daughter, and be so sad and disappointed with the person who left me at my most vulnerable. I was 7 months pregnant. I just feel so violated that I had to go through this. Like, what he is putting me through is not okay. What he has put me through in my pregnancy, in the relationship, what he put me through by leaving me when I was pregnant, what he put me through by leaving me without a word for over 4 years, and now what he's still leaving me with, having to deal with, because he cannot take responsibility. It's just like unfathomable. I don't hate him. I don't know if I'm mad. I think I'm mostly sad. But even though I would hate him, or whatever like negative feelings that I would feel, it collides with how fucking grateful I am that he gave me my most precious thing in life. So for me, it makes no sense that someone would just be, oh, I don't know anything about a child. I have no knowledge. Like, he's trying to make something undone that to me is like so beautiful. I cannot describe how that makes me feel. I don't know. I don't know. This is where it goes numb. How can I be so grateful to someone and have so much love for him for the fact that he gave me my most precious gift in life, my daughter? But at the same time, feel so angry and upset with him for how he treated me during my pregnancy and then leaving my daughter growing up without a father. Just because of what? I don't fucking get it. I really don't get it. It's hurtful. But I can live with it. I can live with that being hurtful. It's just a sad story, really. It's just a really sad story. And I know many moms, they're going through this. I'm a part of a community here in my city where there's so many single moms. We all have a different story, but still, it's unbelievable how some people just can't, I don't know, take responsibility of their own flesh and blood. Yeah, big subject. Anyhow, I don't really know like the main reason behind this video. I just feel like there's so many things that I need to get off my chest. I don't know where to start. I need to start somewhere and then work my way back to how it's been in order to freaking process it, because I still feel like there's so much trauma in my body and there's so many emotions, and it's so hard to navigate and heal through it all at the same time as I'm trying to just be the best that I can for my daughter. Like, I don't have time to break down. I don't have time to freaking be sad. I'm a mom. Like, she's my first priority, and just with that alone, it's enough. But then the layer on top of that she was very sick when she was born. It's been a struggle. Like, she had a brain bleed, and more about that in another video. I think that I'm wishing somewhere inside of me that a bigger community could be created where people like me, moms like me, who are going through similar things, can find some kind of, I don't know, comfort in that there are more people like this, because there are. And I know that I have not been able to talk much about it, and then maybe there are more people who can't get air enough to talk about it. It's freaking time. Because what's helped me a lot is following some women in similar situations, and they have been sharing like details and struggles and what's really hard and what's fun and everything. And it helped me so much, and I'm just thinking like, okay, I used to do this so much before. I used to share everything, and why am I not sharing this part of my life? It's time to share. But anyhow, I feel good that this freaking trial is over, and what from here? Just what it is. I don't know if I'm gonna edit and share the pregnancy vlogs. My goal is not to trash talk anyone. It's just like me stating facts. It's a bit difficult because the pregnancy vlogs that we made together, it is what it is. It's a part of my story. But my main priority here is to put my daughter first. I'm not here to be mean to anyone. I'm not here to talk shit about anyone. If I want to do that, I could do that. There's enough footage of people being mean. But that's not what I want to do. I don't want to make someone look bad. I just want to talk about what I'm feeling and what I've been put through with my words. And that's also one reason that I think I didn't share fully how it all went down. Because imagine being a child to someone that you don't know, and then you watch a video of the person perhaps saying mean things, or in this case, me as the mom and the dad, um, fighting on camera. Like, why? For what reason is that good for anyone to see? And especially not Skylar when she's old enough and she might watch that. So everyone fights. That's fine, but we know that. We don't need to see it, right? Okay, I don't know where to go from here, but if you are somewhat excited that I posted a video, let me know. And if you have questions, shoot them. And I already feel better by venting this. So I'm gonna just freaking upload and post. Simplicity of videos. Thank you for watching, and I hope I will see you guys soon again. Ciao.